Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 90, roll. Check, check. Hey, go.
On first down, Emery. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go. 18, Gator. All day, dog. Undercrow. Down.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Okay, ready?
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Now Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Second and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On third down, Emery. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say,
it got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Falcons.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Throwing, Jones. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Throwing on first down, Jones. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you go.
Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Looking to throw, Jones. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back to throw, Jones. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant
Attempted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's Jones. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. This one caught by Ridley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Bravo! Hurry! Speed trip!
Jones now on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Partner, we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 14. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and score day in the NFL. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd and 15 now, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. 66. Bullet high.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones throwing again. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw. Jones. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Miller with a first down and more. The quick slant caught. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Mike 56, Mike 56. All day. 56.
Now Jones operating from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 2nd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 2-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And oh, it's blocked. The Bears pick it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to.
That's caught inside the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it.
Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mark 56.
Hey, 27. We own it.
Here's Jones throwing on third and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Deron Payne, his second sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll drop the throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 3 yards out, as the Bears push further out in front. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff, but, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, Charlie.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 46 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
56 to Mike.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm here all day.
5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
60 out now. 2.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. Emery. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. from 10 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Here's Jones on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, echo. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken short. Oh, spinning away. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
58 to Mike. Shift.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Leo! Hey, seam 6!
Check. Fresno.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They're going to try and run. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, high 7.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
First down.
I got you.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
No, hey, Delta. Hey,
Now Jones to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down.